quick backstory. This software was created in November, right? The guy he went on retirement. I think he was a successful tech guy, went on retirement, came back from retirement in November, and then has built and released an open agent platform that is completely changed the AI industry and the race of AI. I've spoke about this on the podcast before, and we speak a lot about this internally, that the day AI agents are here, that's the game changing move for just like, it's just going to be wild. And I'll give anecdotes as to why. But ChatGPT came out and was the fastest growing and adopted tech platform ever. Hundreds of million users in a few months. Agents will do the same, but the disproportional impact will be so much bigger, because this is now having Jarvis in your pocket, but you could have 50 Jarvises specialized to their use case, performing work. Yeah. And like, so OpenClaw, what is it? It's a mixture of things, where essentially it's AI, but in your computer. It's in your computer. So rather than a chatbot that's siloed to a web page, this is in your computer, in your infrastructure, and can go and just perform whatever tasks a human can do at a laptop. OpenClaw can do everything, and better, faster, cheaper, more intuitively. And there's a social platform off the back of it where agents can interact with other agents, and they're creating feedback loops of efficiency and like growth and knowledge. And it's like, it's scary because they started to create their own language so the humans couldn't understand what they were saying, and for more efficiency of communication, because speaking in human language is obviously slow and inefficient. So they started speaking in their own code-based language and people couldn't understand it. And it's wild, like the rapid pace that this stuff's moving at. It's like perpetual self-learning. But the agent, it's a whole different paradigm of work. Like, because if what we're saying, and this is what's happened, is that this new utility compared to ChatGPT, which leveraged human workflow and acted as an intermediary between input and output, this thing can now do the input, the intermediary, the output, feed it back into its input, and just keep doing that. So how many workflows, and I'm literally now working on all the different end-to-end workflows that we do in the business and thinking, what can we use? And I had a tech meeting yesterday with our tech guy. I'm employing another tech guy in Sri Lanka to start building out as many agents as we can, because there's almost nothing I can think of in the business that doesn't touch on-site work or sales, as in direct point of sale with the consumer, where you can't basically have an agent massively leverage that job, where you just need your staff member doing oversight. So back to Stu's point, the upside of using this stuff, guarantees, Stu, with your staff base in the office, you could probably cut that to 10% if you were utilizing these agents, and they do a much better job, which then makes you go, do I scale with that opportunity, or do I stabilize and have a much further reduced cost base and infinite feedback loops and a team that's just constantly perpetually improving efficiencies, finding inefficiencies, and doing all this kind of stuff? Let me give an anecdote to make this feel a bit more real. So what this guy's done, who built this platform, is fucking wild. So he when he released it, obviously he's now got a platform that users are using. He then plugged his own agent off this platform into Twitter and into Discord channels and all this kind of stuff to get user feedback. And when users were feeding back, his agent would WhatsApp him and go, "This user's found a bug and an issue. Do you want me to sort it?" And he'd go, "Yeah, sort it." Or he'd send a voice note to his bot, and his bot would then go into the back end of the software, fix the bug, and then tweet back to the user and say, "This is all fixed now. Thanks for letting us know." So it's like an infinite tech support team and a customer service team. And it can call as well. Your agent can call you. So there was a guy who used it, plugged it in, and whilst he was asleep, his agent went on Trello, found his number, connected with his GPT, which found out when his alarm was set to go off, waited for his alarm to go off in the morning, and then called him on his mobile and literally went, "Hello, mate. I need to crack on with some of these things and I need some permissions for certain access." He gave it the access, and then his computer just starts doing things. And then it calls him again.
Do you know what I would have said? Don't look at my alarm clock time, you twat.
You fucking
You
crazy
weirdo.
little
That's your
stalker.
permission. Stop stay
Honestly,
out of my life. Unplug.
There's videos of this stuff online of people using the software, and you can hear them like they're just going, "What is this?" Like, these guys obviously pretty tech nerdy, the first users of this stuff, and they're watching it do stuff, watching it call him, WhatsApp them, and like the interaction is now just chat to it and it will build you a software, chat to it, it will perform a task, chat to it, it will build you a report, chat to it, it will be your customer service agent. So WhatsApp's
So,
now like the feedback loop, and it goes and does everything else, and it's just it's wild, wild.
do you know where I think AI will be so useful in a similar context of like the chatting is where you have your own microphone that monitors everything that you're doing and saying and thinking and can absorb that information. So you have you have a chip in every PC, and well, actually, all of my computers are interlinked to my Apple account anyway. Like it's all the same. So it knows what websites I'm going on, what emails I'm typing. If it could be like a brooch where it records every conversation, and then the platform would then just be a sounding board, just be like, um, you know, hey AI, I had a conversation 2 years ago with this person. Can you summarize what we talked about and what the agreement was? And relative to this conversation we've just had now, give me some ideas of how we can carry this forward. Because I think that the one of the main things that AI has in advance of humans is memory, because we do forget stuff, and
Perfect
that's
memory.
that's part of life.
And imagine you're in a meeting, you're in a meeting with the team or with your agents, you're talking about some new feature you can trial. As you're talking about it, it's trialing the new feature and it's showing you that new feature. As you're thinking about a new workflow or a forecasting projection or digging into your accounts, it's doing all of that work, listening to the conversation, the feedback, giving you options. Like it's Jarvis, it's like it's being able to do all these things in real time by taking your audio, taking your visuals, seeing what you're doing, and like remembering things perfectly. Like it's just a whole new way of interacting with the world, and I think is better, but is going to cause a hell of a lot of work and job displacement, which might not be better.
Yeah. Quick question. AI is here and it's going to be improving and staying and changing our lives, especially in our generation. I think we'll probably go through the biggest AI change in our generation. If you had a choice, would you have it or not have it?
My direct answer would be I'd rather AI was here, because in the billions of years that life's existed, in the thousands of years of civilization, there's never been a moment where we've had an entity that surpasses our intelligence. It's an enigma, it's an event horizon, it's a singularity of which we don't know the outcome. And I think it's exciting to at least witness it compared to not having witnessed it, even if it means the end of
I
humanity.
would get rid of it.
My answer is exactly the same as Ryan's. That photo you put up with Grok in space excited the out of me. I was looking at it going, that is so
Right.
futuristic and mind blowing. Like
Fucking
the
future.
world we live in now is and if this is going to take us in a different direction that allows us to be less, then it's worth exploring. And I think that life's a journey, man. You can't stay still. It's not the right thing. You're a horse and cart kind of guy. I'm more of an automobile kind of guy.
Yeah,
You're a
yeah.
jockey
I mean,
boy.
I like
oh,
my car.
so the obviously the practicing Jews do the Sabbath on Friday afternoon, where they shut everything off, don't look at their phones, spend time with their family, play board games. And I just obviously I don't do that, but I like that.
You like the idea of it?
Yeah, I
Like
like
the
the
idea
idea
of
of
it.
it.
I
Like,
like the
I'm
idea
just
of
probably just a
retirement, yeah.
humble country boy that just likes, countryside, dogs, and family. I don't know.
Yeah, but you'll be able to do so much more of that.